Hello, I'm Lisa from Lisa Sanford Creations. Today I'm going to be showing you a tutorial on how to base glitter a cup. We're going to be using Glitter Chimp's Clueless, and I went ahead and base painted my cup white. You can go ahead and base paint it the color that you're going to do the glitter so that if there is any spots showing through, it won't be as noticeable. Alright guys, we are back to go ahead and glitter our cup. I have Mod Podge. I don't think it really matters which Mod Podge you use. I just went ahead and put that in a little cup. And then, like I said, we're going to be using Glitter Chimp's Clueless for the glitter. So, alright. All you're going to do, let me get this glitter out of the way so I don't dump it over. All you're gonna do is and I'm also using a foam brush. I've always used a foam brush, it works for me. You just gotta make sure you get the lines out. But all I'm gonna do, alright, so all I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna start putting it on. If you can see, I've used this brush for some alcohol ink, so it's coming off of the brush. I guess I didn't clean it good enough, which that's fine. It's gonna be covered up with glitter. But what I do is I just go ahead and get it on there first. And then we'll go back through and smooth it out. Alright, and then don't forget to do the bottom. Alright, move this out of the way. Alright, so from there, what you're gonna do is you're just gonna take your glitter and just dump it on your cup. Make sure you get it everywhere. Okay. Make sure you get the bottom. Alright, make sure we got everything. You want to make sure you get around the rim really good. Alright, and then what you're going to do, or what, ooh, gotta make sure you get the bottom good. Alright, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to let this dry for probably about 5 minutes. And then I'll come back through and I'll put a second layer on. So, see you guys in 5 minutes. Alright, so now what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to take your Mod Podge. And I don't like brush it on there. I take it and I pat it on there, and then that way I can move around the Mod Podge if I need to, which works for me. So, and then every now and then I'll do a little when it's on there. I don't want to do it when it's not on there. Just to smooth it out, and then it helps pick up that excess. Which, honestly, this one could have probably done pretty good with just that single coat on it. But, just to show you guys, I was going to go ahead and just do the second coat. This one does take a little bit longer to do when you have glitter on it. Makes it a little bit more tedious. Alright, just a little bit more. And we will go through and make sure it's smooth. And don't forget to do the bottom. And the bottom. Get any of the excess off so it's not taking forever to dry. Alright, so now the glitter. Alright, so we're just going to go through and do the same thing like we did for the first time, and we're just going to add the glitter on it. Get the bottom. Alright. Now something that I did forget to say earlier was whenever you get done doing it, you can just kind of like get something, tap on it, or tap on it with your hand, just very gently. Now what we're going to do is we're going to let this dry for a little bit, and then we'll go in and go ahead and epoxy it, and we'll probably do 2 layers of epoxy on this so that we can sand it down, because the edges are gonna probably be a little bit rough. So I will see you guys back to get this epoxy. Also, I did want to hop back on here and just say, whenever you're doing 2 different glitters, or you know, however many different glitters, I would go outside and spray it and seal it with something. I used Rust-Oleum's clear coat. Whenever I'm doing 1 coat though, or 1 glitter, I don't normally seal it because it doesn't matter if the glitter shifts a little bit or whatnot. But definitely whenever you're doing multiple colors, you want to seal it. Alright, so now it's time to epoxy. I went ahead and stirred my epoxy off camera. I use Alumilite, which works for me from where I'm from. I'm going to be using my Spinifly cup turner. And I just want to say, if you guys have not heard about Spinifly, You should go check them out on their social media and stuff. And go ahead and get you one of their cup turners. They're actually really good. Out of all the cup turners that I've had, this one is by far the best I've had. It's quiet and all the good stuff, which works for me because I do my epoxying inside my house, so I don't want to hear a noisy cup turner. Alright, so what we're going to be doing, I went ahead and mixed a little bit extra epoxy. We might use it all, we might not. Normally with glitter, it takes a lot of epoxy. If not, I have another cup that I can throw it on. I got a couple cups I'm working on at the moment. So all you're going to do is you're just going to go ahead and start applying your epoxy. I try to get it on there first, and then I'll start to smooth it out. Make sure we get it everywhere. Go ahead and get it around the top. And I let this sit for probably about 30 minutes before I started, just to make sure that the Mod Podge and the glue was all dry. Probably just let that sit for overnight, and then I'll come back to it and I'll add another layer. Alright, after adding your epoxy, you can go in and add a decal on your cup if you want to. I'm not going to add a decal. I'm going to do something else with this cup for another tutorial for you guys. But whenever you get done epoxying the first layer, I didn't show this and I should have, you can go in and sand it a little bit and then put your second layer on and it should be smooth. If not, go ahead and sand it down and add a third layer if you need to. But anyways, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to this channel.